Hey there, Posh Stars, it's Tia here, and I know that we've talked about cutting your chunks to save them and to save money. So today, that's exactly what I'm going to show you guys how to do. So, first off, you're going to need a couple things. You're going to need your chunk, obviously. Today I'm using the raspberry snarky bar to cut mine, and you're going to need a santoku knife. This is what a santoku knife looks like for those of you that don't know, and the reason that I prefer this knife is because you get a more even cut when you're cutting your bar, which you'll see in just a minute. If you use a steak knife or something like that, just because of how the knife's made, it doesn't like evenly cut, so your bar could flake off, and we wouldn't want that. Then that makes it hard to use and it's a hot mess. Butter knife obviously isn't sharp enough, so this is why I prefer the santoku method. Now this is a big one, but you can also get these in a smaller size too, and you can pick those up at like Target or Walmart if you don't already have one. The other thing you're going to need is a cutting board because we don't want to be cutting on our countertops, plus it makes it easier to transfer to and from the microwave, and your chunk bar. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to take this and you are going to pop it in the microwave for 10 seconds. Don't go much longer because if you do, the bars start to get a little bit too warm and they can melt or explode. I've had that happen. And with the snarky bars, if you have the sorry not sorry snarky bar, you'll notice it's going to get sticky, and that's because of the honey in there. This is my first time cutting a raspberry one, and it still feels kind of sticky, so that's why you don't want to microwave it too long because then it'll start to melt, get sticky, and all that stuff, and we don't want it to explode. So, pop this in the microwave for 10 seconds. And while that's getting warm, I'm going to also show you how you can cut these to make great Christmas gifts this time of year, or holiday gifts, stocking stuffers, things like that. So that's a little bonus for today, because I know the holidays are coming up too. So, once it is microwaved, you are just going to pull it out, and, yep, it's perfect. So then you're just going to take your knife, and I cut mine about half of an inch thick or so, even it up, and I just press down, and it's going to give us a nice even cut. Yep, it's a little bit sticky, so there's probably some honey in this one too. I didn't check. So, see how it's a little sticky right here? And then I can use this in the shower after. See, there was some honey in there. Why you don't want to microwave your bars for more than 10 seconds. So then what, kind of wait for this to get a little bit hard again. I'm going to just let that sit there. And then once the bar is cooled off, you can take it, and I usually take the packaging, put it with the bar, and I just put it in Zippy, and I put it in a drawer in my bathroom or wherever I keep my extra soaps and stuff. So that way, whenever I want to use it again, I can go ahead and just chop some more off. Now, you guys know me, I say all the time I change my bars for the scents, for the seasons, whenever I get the inkling to just change it up. So you guys can do that too when you cut your bars. And that's why I love this. Plus it makes your chunks or your snarky bars last a lot longer. Now, let's talk about cutting for holiday gift giving. And I just wiped that on my pants. So, yeah. So for holiday gift giving, one of the great items that you can use are the actual chunk bars, and you can cut them into fourths. I've cut these into fourths over here and wrapped them with just some tulle, some curling ribbon, or ribbon and some wax paper. Now there's a couple of ways you can cut these, you guys. You can cut them across, and then after you cut them across, cut them down this way. That's how I made these squares. Or you can cut them to make what we call the hotel size bars. And for that, you cut them across this way, and then after you have your chunk like that, you cut them down this way, and it makes perfect hand-sized bars for you to use in the shower. Now, you always want to cut across your bar first. Here's why. When you don't, they can break, like this one did on me when I was making these. Now, if you are cutting your chunks into bigger quarter sizes like this or like these, I highly recommend that you go 15 seconds because you're cutting a bigger slice of your chunk bar. So that's going to, warrant just a little bit more time. The reason that I cut my bars like this, like I showed you, is because then out of this bar, I can usually get like 5 or 6 different ones to use in my shower. So that's why I do that. But if you're gift giving, you want to give them a little bit bigger size chunk than what you would normally use at home. So that's why I showed you guys these. Now, the cool thing that you can do too is you can take your little chunk, however you cut it, pair it with our all mixed up bath salt and our lip balms. Whoops, let me flip it the right way. And one of our lip balms. Wrap it up really cute with a ribbon, add some cute fuzzy socks to it, and boom, for like what? Less than $10, you have a really super cute stocking stuffer, white elephant exchange, just an I'm thinking about you gift, whatever it may be. So you can grab I would grab 2 chunks, a thing of 1 package of the 6 all mixed ups, and a 6-pack of lip balms, and bada bing, bada boom, you have 6 gifts ready to go, and you'll even have extras of 1 extra of each of your chunks so that you can keep them for yourself, because you should totally do that, right? You deserve a gift. So there you have it, how to cut your chunks, make some great, cute, fun gifts for the holiday season or any time of year. Ooh, those would make great teacher gifts too. Just an idea. All right, guys. Well, I hope that you had fun with me today and that you learned a lot, and we'll be talking to you soon. Bye!